What's up guys, Brett with Ansel's Adventures again, back with another project. Let me show you what we got going on. So this is the latest project. New camper, new to me camper. I picked this up for a couple $100 from a friend, and it's got some serious issues, but nothing that I don't think we can work out. And I've already started digging into it just to kind of get an idea of what's going on with it and see how bad the water damage is. And yeah, it's not that bad, and I think we can handle it. Let me show you around a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, it's got some water damage. Good one here, another good one there, small one there, and a little bit right here around this edge, down this edge here. Already started tearing this apart. I got the AC off and the old rubber roofing off, and I contemplated using the rubber roofing back, but it was so dry rotted, as soon as I pulled it, it just shredded right down the middle. So definitely not going to work. All right, so now that you've seen the roof, let's look at the inside. It's rough. All right, here's where we're going to start our grand tour. And I've already been in here tearing into stuff and working on stuff before I decided to film this, so you'll see it midway. That is the hole in the roof. And let me see if I can get back a little bit. A bunch of these trusses have rotted off, and we're going to replace those with new. The floor right here where the sunshine is gone. All the way down here is gone. We got to re-support that. That's just dirty. Mattress I chunked. Gonna get a new memory foam mattress for this because I like to camp quite a bit, and I want something comfortable. AC hole. The trusses here, right here, have actually rotted and compressed, so it left a big bowl where the AC sat. Let water run in. Fortunately, the floor underneath of it's good, so we're good there. Take you back here to the other worst spot. Ceiling here, that whole back corner is gone. Same thing, trusses, redo all the plywood and everything. And the floor right here and probably under that bed is gone. Got to work on that, but this thing's got some good bones to it. Nice size shower and toilet with its own door. Vanity sink. Ooh, make you seasick. Refrigerator, freezer, stove, microwave, all that's good. This thing's got a lot of cabinetry, which I'm not used to because I'm used to staying in a pop-up, so that's good. And like I said, what is here is good. The rest of the floor is good. Most of the ceiling in here is good. Don't have any issues with that other than where the water got in, which is, you know, the biggest problem with these campers. Alright, so that's the basic rundown of the camper and what we got going on. I am in kind of a time crunch. I'm trying to get this done before the first week in November for my trip to Amherst County National Forest to go hunting for a week. So I've got a lot of work to do. I've got help, just phone call away, but I'm trying to get as much of this stuff done as I can, get knocked out before I call in reinforcements. I don't hate to bother the people on a Sunday. You know, people got stuff they want to do too. So yeah, we're gonna tear into this thing, and I'm gonna film as much as I can of it. A lot of things, you know, it's gonna be hard to do one-handed and, you know, try to film at the same time, but we're gonna give it a go. Oh, new hats, very nice. But yeah, we're gonna get into this roof. I'm gonna get some of the plywood pulled off of the OSB and see what I can do to start replacing some of these rafters and get some support back into it. I've got a pile of lumber right here to go back with new, and yeah, we're gonna get going and hopefully knock this thing out pretty quick. All right, stay tuned. Alright guys, we're back at it working on the camper again, and it is brutal hot. It's about 94 degrees, just got off work, and I'm back on the roof. So let me show you where we're at so far. Okay, so day 2, this is where we're at. I've got this section done, 2 sheets down, replacing all the rafters going across. As you can see right there, all that's just rotted out. All these were rotted. So I'm going back with 2x6s, and the pain is cutting around all this AC duct and sliding down it. Then I've got to deal with all the wiring that runs to the roof. It goes to all the lights and everything. So that's where we're at so far. It's going pretty good. At least you can stand on the roof now without it falling through. But it's been a little sketchy trying to get to the bad sections to remove it while remaining on something good enough and sturdy enough to hold you up to actually get to it, to get in there and work. But we're making out. We're getting it. Replacing all the bad insulation as we go, and tightening everything up. And yeah, we're making it. We're gonna keep going. All right, here's where we're at up to this point. I've got the first 3 sheets on, getting ready to install the 4th. Had to double up these trusses on both sides of where the air conditioner sets. That's where one of the biggest leaks was. It actually routed around it, dropped the AC down, and then it was just a pond all the way around here was holding water, dumping it right into the floor. So what I did, they had a version of these doubled up trusses, but they're made out of this, hopefully you can see, this particle board stuff laminated and glued together, and then it's got these little like hurricane straps holding them together and some staples, and that was it. And it just won't take the weight. That AC is pretty heavy. So like I said, I've been cutting my trusses out of 2x6s, and I still doubled them up the same way that they did, both sides here and here, and then framed the AC box in with 2x4 strips, and it is a lot stronger. And for the wiring, because this wiring is such a pain, rather than trying to unhook every single wire, run them through the truss all the way across, I just notched out the truss, made sure the wires lay flat, tape down over top of them, holding them in place until I get the plywood back on. And as you can see, I did right here, I just screwed on both sides of the wires, and I'm gluing every single joint where it crosses, all my supports and everything, with liquid nails, and then screwing it down. That way the plywood doesn't walk on it and create rub spots in the rubber roof after it goes on. The AC ducts were kind of a pain, because I actually cut the hole out for the AC duct to go through. I had to split it here, split it here, split it here, feed it through the truss, then use the aluminum tape to put it all back together after I got the trusses installed. But it should work out okay. Everything's coming along. We're just about ready to get this sheet installed. I'm going to brace this side up a little bit more because I did not replace this truss. This truss was in good shape. I just supported it with some shunts on the side right here, you can see, with the plywood, and then the extra braces I added. And I'm going to do the same thing over here before I put this piece of wood down. Install new insulation in here. This sheet will be ready to go on, and then we're going to tackle that monster. This whole wall right here is pretty well rotted. On the first one I did, I could actually go down to where the studs went down, you know, vertically, and get to good wood, and then built it back up from there up to where I could reattach to the good wood on top, and then I could replace my trusses. So that's the plan for this afternoon, if I can stand the heat. Tomorrow I've got help coming, and I just got the rubber roof in today. It was delivered, so we're going to try to get this roof on. Hopefully by tomorrow afternoon this thing will be done and dried in, and yeah, I can get out of this heat, put the AC back on, fire up the AC, and work inside. Alright, so this is the worst part of the roof. Got 1, 2, 3 rafters that are completely gone. The front one looks okay up here along the seam, but these are pretty gone. This one is a pain because there's a vent goes in the ceiling right there underneath. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scab this one, starting from here all the way across to the new beam I put back in the wall, rebuilt all that. And then I'm going to replace this one and tie all 3 of these together, so it'll make a solid joint. And when I attach this one here, I'm going to block it from back in the front and the back to keep it from wanting to swing down on me. Normally what I do is cut the duct, slide the rafter over, and box cut the AC duct. But with the vent going down, it is going to be a massive pain. So hopefully this is strong enough. Like I said, I'm just going to run it right across, tie it into right here, strut it front and back, and then brace it all the way across, all the way up and back and forth, and tie into this other one right here. And See how it does. If not, I'm gonna have to do something else, but for right now, that's the plan. So we're gonna get it taking this apart, replace the other one, see if we can't get some structural integrity back to this roof, and get ready to put these last couple of sheets of plywood on here, because I'm ready to be done. All right, guys, we're back at it this morning. Today is Saturday, and we got all day to get this thing hopefully wrapped up today. Got my buddy Marshall coming, and he's gonna pitch in, give us a hand. So hopefully we can finish this thing up, get the roof on today. Because I'm tired of being in the sun on the hot roof in August. Not good. Let me show you where we're at. Okay, so here's where I left off yesterday evening. I worked till 9 o'clock last night. And ran out of daylight, so this is as far as I got. This section's pretty good. Not too much left to do here. Got to replace 2 trusses right here. Those should be fairly easy. Just a couple wires running across. I can notch out for those and box back in the vent. And then the front 2 are great. So we're going to be ready to put some wood up here. And the plan is to hopefully get this rubber roof done and installed today, before the rain comes and we have a mess. Throwing down the last piece. Making a video. Alright, so here's where we're at the moment. All the wood's down, all the seams are taped with Gorilla Tape all the way around, and all the screw holes and stuff to eliminate hot spots. And we're getting ready to put some glue down and put the rubber roof on. Okay, so the rubber roof is on, and it was a pain. It's not perfect by any means. Definitely some tricks to this. On this side we used a marginal amount of glue and rolled it back, covered it over, smoothed it out best we could. It fought it like crap. It was hot, so it didn't help. So this side over here, we rolled up to a tight, kind of roll. Put a ton of glue down, smoothed it all the way out, and there was too much glue. It would move too bad on you. So you got to go kind of midway on it. And there's still some little air bubbles and not really air bubbles, but glue bubbles and stuff we got to work out. But the roof is on. And that was the job in this heat. So we're putting up the trim up the sides and down both ends of it here. And we're going to set this AC on top. Wire that back up. And it'll be dried in other than the vents. I got to cut out a few vents here and put the caps on here and smooth those out. But yeah, we're getting there. Alright guys, here is the finished product of the roof. Got all the vents on. The refrigerator vents back there, the other bathroom's vents there, and then I've got the drain vents, or the vents for the bathroom back there installed, and it came out really well. Okay, so I'm glad to have that project behind me. That was a big job, but it came out really well, and this is definitely something you can do yourself. It's better if you have help. Don't do it in Virginia in the middle of August, because it's 94 degrees and it's brutal hot. But it's not a bad job. You can definitely do this yourself at home, in your backyard, whatever. Just take your time, pay attention to detail. I used Flex Seal on the roof and on all the trim, the brush on kind, to seal everything. I've used self-leveling caulking before. I've had a bunch of different campers, and I just did not care for this stuff. With this Flex Seal, you brush it on, 25 minutes or so it's dry, and it is not coming off. It works really, really well. A buddy of mine painted his whole roof of his camper with it about a year ago. It's holding up great. I've heard great reviews about it being used on campers, so I'm gonna give it a go. I have touched it with acetone. Acetone did not bother the stuff, so I think we'll be okay. Something you have to do maintenance on anyways on a camper is check the roof, check for cracks so you don't have water leaks and develop water leaks down the road. But with that being said, I'm happy with how it turned out. So I hope you liked the video. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you learned a little bit. It's definitely a lot easier to have 2 people when you roll the roof on, and you can handle it. Definitely can handle it. So anyway, if you like the video, please hit that like button. Consider hitting the subscribe button. If you like this video, chances are you're gonna like what I've posted previously and what's coming up in the future. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you.